This is a robbery, man.
Right, hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
I can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What else you got?
I just started.
Let me see your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't have anything in my wallet.
We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Okay.
Give it all to me now.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped at the same light directly behind them. At some point during the robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
Don't have anything in my wallet. I don't carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my... There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us. Get out. Lifesaver! Oh my God!
Almost immediately, the officer would realize that a robbery was taking place, so in response, he would order the rider out of the car where he would then be detained. The rider was arrested and later charged with multiple offenses. In April of 2021, a man named Mitch Kuhn was driving on the highway back from work when he saw this. A child that looks to be wearing a large jacket, that's possibly the officer would realize that a robbery was in the middle of the highway and just barely to the rider out of the car where he would then choose towing a trailer and felt that he was abruptly stopped and caused an accident. So instead, he opted to call the police, reporting an unattended child walking on the highway. Police assured Mitch that they'd send out patrol units immediately. An hour later, Mitch called again for a follow-up, as well as to offer the footage he had caught on his dashcam. But he was told that it wouldn't be necessary, as the child had been collected safely and was on his way home. However, strangely, police would later state that no child was found despite officers searching the area until 3:45 a.m. Additionally, they would claim that at no point did they tell Mitch that they had found the child. The next morning, multiple volunteers commenced a search of the area, but no child was ever found, and therefore the search eventually ended. At the time the footage was captured,
it's 2 fucking minutes away. I might have to do it by myself at this rate.
It remains unknown who exactly was captured in this video. This dashcam footage was captured in the streets of Taiwan. Right away, it's clear the video takes place in the midst of a storm where the winds are strong enough to throw around debris. At one point,
stop watching that and watch the rest of it later. Oh, Francesca, hi. I thought you were out with your friend. So that's the thing. I should probably just change that to not the top, but the live chat. And here's the part where she ends up saying, what's the effect? Hang on, let me take a look at this. Pin message, report, no, remove. Put user in timeout, no. Hide user on this channel, also no. Go to channel, no. What I'm after is the literal time. How long ago did she send that? Someone's at least paying attention. The fact that I said that I'm bringing the fucking podcast back. Now that I've got a fucking job and shit. How much longer do we have, minute-wise? And it says 1 minute, but... Oh! 30 seconds, to exactly. Fuck it! I'll start this shit show myself. How's that sound? On this episode of Technology Not Cooperating with Harry... yeah, on this episode... and the next one, and the next one, and the next, and so on and so forth. Getting destroyed by a fucking tomboy girlfriend on my own fucking podcast, just ripping the shit out of me. I love you, Francesca. Alright, so some may wonder, Harry, why the fuck was there a hiatus in the podcast? Are you being lazy? No. And I actually do want to clarify this as well for Bezic when he watches this, because, hi, I know you watch this podcast because when I started giving unique intros for each individual person who joins the stream, like 2 episodes later, you started doing the same. Bezic, I have an alt account that I use to steal news content from the Sultans whenever I feel like it. I know you're watching this, because I saw you do that, And so, if when Bezic does watch this, all I have to say to him, I went and got a fucking job in the meantime before I ended up continuing doing the podcast, because personal life is, like, responsibilities are more important than just hobbies. So, get on with it, okay, Bezic? If you're watching this, you can call me the biggest loser in all the universe, but you have to have a fucking job first, or it doesn't work. And who just joined? Ah, the myth, the woman, the legend. Francesca, my personal tomboy, is the person who joined the fucking podcast. Hi, sweetie pie.
Hi!
I thought you said you were out today, or is that later because time zones in America?
Later, darling.
Later, okay. So, Francesca is in at this time, and Smart Idiot, or you know his actual name now, is still fixing things in the Discord. And, you know, I like what he's done with the place. Admittedly. But with you being less interested in politics, this will be interesting to see some of your reactions to some shits being there like, no, it can't be this stupid. It can't be. It's like, Francesca.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not staying for like ever because I'm leaving in less than an hour. But I thought I'd just pop in, say hello to the world of
Okay. Well,
10 followers.
in that case, then, I think I should get on with the show, and hopefully someone does actually fucking arrive. Hopefully. But I was basically saying that, remember Bezic, who does the Sultans of Shadilay and hosts that show?
Yes.
In the previous Discord that we were on, basically he had before the massive infighting happened and people moved to mine. His thing was just don't you? Harry's a massive loser, but we love him all anyway, and it's a case of when I managed to get a job before you. Come on.
I managed to get a job before you. Burn.
Yeah, but my point is though, it's if he wants to call me a loser, he can do, but get a fucking job. That kind of mentality, and once he's done that, then I'll fucking respect him again, sort of thing. Well, not really, because he said that he was into lolly shit, but anyway.
Oh god. Anyway, what's on this episode?
The first article, which I can't remember who sent this in to the news link. Lewis Hamilton says turning down a Top Gun role from Tom Cruise was upsetting. Okay, so this is going to be Hollywood bullshit. And I'm going to find this. Turning down a role as a fighter pilot in Top Cruise film Top Gun, Maverick was the most upsetting call that I've never had, says Lewis Hamilton. That I've ever had. I need to work on trying to read as quickly as possible to counteract the dyslexia, because it backfires every time. The British seven-time... What was that?
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
The British 7-time Formula 1 world champion said he accepted a part in the hit sequel to the 1986 film. However, he had to pull out because filming took place during Formula 1 seasons. Okay, so... Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's... Hey, this film looks good, and I like the idea of this, but my other job means I can't do it. Bye. It's a Formula 1 driver. He's not a Hollywood star. What were you expecting? However, I already recognized that bit, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Hamilton says he built a friendship with Cruise after Hollywood star invited him to a seat of his 2014 science fiction film Edge of Tomorrow. Now, here's the thing, I don't think you can just interact and meet someone once and then it's just, oh yeah, we're friends. I think you actually have to interact.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Well, that's how that sentence there read to me. So I think you actually need to interact with them a few times and not just once. And I don't think acquaintances, sure, friends not so much. Is how I'm going to interpret this. Oh, also, Francesca, if I go early, and this is a short episode, it's basically, I don't know if you read the message before, but Grandad. Illness. You get the idea.
I leave in less than 40 minutes, so this better be good.
Top Gun made Hamilton determined to become a fighter pilot as a child, and he could not resist asking Cruise if he could be involved in the long-awaited follow-up films. Oh, poor fucking guy. So he wanted to.
Wait, back up. What?
Which part?
Top Gun made Hamilton determined to become a fighter. What?
Yeah, it made him wants to become a fighter pilot, not a Formula One driver.
But he turned down a what?
I know. Oh my god! Yeah, I didn't notice that until you pointed out. That is kind of cringe and weird and odd.
Hey, Tom Hamilton just like, hey, I want to become a pilot. Turns down a role. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Like if I turn down, okay, like, I know it's not a real pilot; it's acting in a film. But like if I turn down being a martial arts character in a film, or being like playing the part of a firefighter in a film, because
I would slap you and ask you what's wrong with you.
What was that?
I'd slap you and ask what was wrong with you.
Thank you. Like that's the correct response for stupid being stupid. Seeing as I've only got one person here at the moment, and there's all these tabs, I feel like that's like this is the stupid of stupid. So I have to be brief on this one. Hamilton considered his Formula One after controversial end to the 2021 season at the Dubai Grand Prix in December, when Star Wars creator George Lucas was among his friends supporting him in person at the race. It's okay, so this is it's just like a roller coaster. This article, I'm telling you. It's okay. For some reason now, George Lucas is in this. Okay, currently at 6 in 2022, driver standing, Hamilton has earned podium finishes in his past 5 races and hinted he could stay with Metal Creeds beyond the end of his existing deal. I declare how this fucking bullshit is meant to be read now. Dyslexia for the win. Also, I messaged your sister about the whole I see you as a tomboy, and she still hasn't got back to me on whether she thinks I'm correct on that one.
Good. Let it stay that way. Anyway.
Anyway, let's do the next one. Let's see. I know this is another. Oh no.
Why does it have to be on the New York Times?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, instead of saying "oh no," can you explain?
Right. I'll. Unfortunately, I can't get the whole thing, so you'll have to take some of my word for this.
Really?
Because
Good job.
I know what this is about, and I can't get it because I have to pay to see the rest of it. So I can like tell you from the title what this one will be about, and I'll explain the rest. And you'll probably think to yourself, "What the fuck?" And you'll probably say, "Harry, if you ever, for any reason, do anything like this, I'm fucking leaving you for someone else." It's just what I'm going to predict you're going to say. So, by the title, Snip Snip Hooray, vasectomies among young and child-free may be rising.
No.
Yep, exactly. It's fucking exactly.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not. For some reason, some people, it's a case of like, you know when I told you about the whole abortion thing? Not every woman is as reasonable as you, and effectively had the mindset of, and I fucking love this because in the Discord, there was that guy, Chad Alphagod, who was just there. It's a case of, calm down, surely you can't be this angry about how people view abortion as a good thing. Clearly, calm down, please, this is all a bit much. And you're just like, no, if they get raped, it's their fault. They need to be punished for it. And I'm just sat there, it's like, wait, why is my entity calling me? Oh my god, the terrible timing. It's a case of like, essentially, it's just like if they get raped, it's their fault for opening their legs, and I'm just sat there, it's like, oh my god, this is the most extreme reaction I could ever imagine. Yet not everyone has that reaction to it, Francesca, and some had the reaction, well, if I can't butcher my child, instead I need to make sure that these men that I just sleep with 24/7 can't get me pregnant, so it's time for them to get the snip snip. Yet, this is why I hate cities, because it's not a countryside thing that happens. If you catch my drift.
Why? I have no comment.
You're just sat there, it's like, you don't want to get in trouble for this, but at the same time, you're just there, it's like, oh my god, I hate all of it.
Yep.
You're just there, it's like, I hate everything that I'm hearing right now. Please just burn the world down. Yep.
Next.
Just next, Harry, please. No more podcast. Oh, fuck off with these cookies shit. Oh, here we go. Right, remember when I said before about it was difficult to get a job with quotas? This is what a quota is, as I explain this. RAF pauses job offers for white men to meet impossible diversity targets. What are your thoughts on that sentence right there?
Racist?
Yeah, it's fucking racist. It's like there are some people who are politically correct who have said, right, that in all, like, essentially we need to make everyone equal, and the problem is if you try to get an equal outcome, you have to punish people for succeeding. And if you want to, in a country, for example, let's make a mythical country. We'll just call it country because I can't be bothered to come up with fucking names at the moment. She's gonna call me lazy, I predict. You have this country, and in this country you have a population that's 10% black. All right, but you want to have in your job a diversity quota of 50% black people hired for your job. How do you get that to happen, Francesca? Because I can tell you how, and you'll think, oh my god, what the hell? But I want to hear how you think it's done.
So, no, repeat yourself again, because...
Okay, just hypothetically, because this has happened quite a few times. You have a country where the population is 10% black, right? Which is very close to what the American population actually is. But you want to have a job where 50% of the people hired are black. How do you achieve this?
You hire more black people.
Yeah, but how? There's only 10% of the population.
You hire somebody outside.
So you import people en masse from across the world into your country, and then you start having a little bit of a problem of you no longer have your own culture, because you're importing people from across the world so that you can fit your quota.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with mass immigration right there. But another way of doing it, right, is you literally say, pause job offers for white men. So
or, wait.
you literally make it impossible for them to be hired.
Hold on.
Go on.
The 10% of the population is 100% black?
Ah, now here's where the funny thing is, right? Because diversity quotas aren't just for a race thing, but also basically sexuality as well, there have unironically been people who have said, it's like, oh, you can't be hired for this because you're not a diversity person. It's like, shut the fuck up, I'm bisexual. I can get hired for this job because I am part of the diversity. Like, people have basically been, like, bending the rules and using this to their advantage. But it's like, oh, you need to have someone who, like, unironically, I might just do this in the future as well, Francesca. It's like, oh, you can't be hired for this job. You're not diverse. You're from England, one of the whitest countries who's ever existed. I'm bi. I am diverse. Now fuck off. Give me this money.
Don't you mean biracial, not bisexual?
I mean, I'm part Irish. I mean, yeah, but it's a case of the example that I remembered was bisexual, but biracial could be done as well. But yeah.
No, it's two different things.
No, I'm literally referring to an actual example where someone did use bisexual and said, I can get away with this. And biracial, though, could potentially work, which would be funny. Because, is it Nancy Pelosi in America who said that she's Native American and she got a DNA test to prove it, and she's literally one of the whitest people in all of the human history? This is like, no, you're not. You're really not.
So you're saying that I don't want to get too personal, but I wouldn't be part of that 50%? Because
Yeah.
I'm only a quarter?
Oh, you could do it because you're quarter black, therefore you could get away with it. You could definitely use it.
So that's another way
Oh yeah.
to increase that population. Find people that, are a quarter or half, even though it won't.
The biggest problem, though, and one that I'm gonna love hearing you say this, though, like hearing your reaction to this, is what happens if, even when it comes to race mixing, right, you can only get, say, 20% of the applicants you find are non-white, and then the others, well, you have to hire all of the people who've applied from this one group, and then you've got to pick and choose from the other one to try and find the best of the best. But how do you now know that the people from the non-white group that you're trying to fit your quota with, how do you know that they're actually high quality? And you're gonna look.
Can't you do a background check?
But Francesca, we're trying to fill our quota. So, even if they're shit, they have to be hired because of the quota. In other words, right, what this ends up creating is, there was this, on the Load Seaters podcast, there was a story not too long ago where this black guy had to literally be asked, alright, were you hired because you're black, or were you hired because you know that you can do this job? Because
he was black.
Yeah, it's a case of, like, that's the issue right there. You can't tell if there's a diversity quota. But I've seen you at work, I know you're competent, but here's the thing. If I didn't know you, how would I know that you actually earned that job and you weren't just hired there for being a girl with a diversity quota? That's the problem with these diversity targets.
Because I can't. There's a background in retail. That's why.
Yes, but if I've not met you yet, that's the issue.
No, but even if you haven't met me, you look at my resume, or I don't know what it is in the UK. You see that I have experience.
CV.
Okay, whatever. You see if I have experience.
What I'm saying though is with these Royal Air Force members, the ones who are diverse, because I want the quota to be so high, it's literally not possible to check with all of them if they're there by quality. You just have to hire every single one of them to try and fit the number as high as possible.
I might as well write on my resume, or CV in your case, that I'm my heritage, not where I worked.
Oh, well, here's the thing, with all the jobs that I've applied for, every single time that I'm doing a job application online, there's always, without fail, a fucking section to fill out your religion, your race, whether you like dick or whether you like pussy, and it's so fucking annoying. Because I know exactly why it's done, and it's done so it's basically a case of, oh, this guy's Christian, well that's a mark against him. This guy's white, oh, that's even worse. He's a man, oh, that's even fucking worse. And he's not trans, and he's not gay. Oh, phew, disgusting.
We didn't even get into the meat of the article, and we're already talking about the frickin' title.
I had a feeling you'd like this one. I
don't like my job as next to the next person, but come
on. Oh, it gets better. The alleged move promoted the head of recruitment for the Royal Air Force herself, a senior female officer, to resign in recent days in protest. It's so unfair that one group of people basically get to be hired for free, and this other group get to be hired by having to work their arse for it. That I refuse to take part in this. I'm leaving because this isn't fair. It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh no. I remember when our fucking military was badass as well.
Alright, let's see the meat of this train wreck.
Oh, it will be a train wreck. The head of the Royal Air Force recruitment has resigned in protest at an effective pause in offering jobs to white male recruitants in favour of women and ethnic minorities, defence sources have claimed. The senior female officer apparently handed in her notice in recent days amid concerns that such regulations on hiring, however temporary and limited, could undermine the fighting strength of the Air Force. Again, like, specifically what she's saying by that is if you literally turn down people, because I'm sorry, but my percentage of 50% white is already full, I can't hire you, even though you're better than this guy over here, because we only have 45% of say, let's say you're trying to do 50-50 men and women, okay, we have 50% men already hired. We've got 25% women hired over there. And you're better than this extra 5% of women that we're hiring, but our 50%'s already full. Sorry, we've got to turn you down. Well, you're not hiring based on who's the best fighter, who's the best pilot. You're hiring on diversity, so it's undermining the fighting strength of your military. And what do you think of that then, Francesca? What do you think of weakening the military for diversity?
It makes no sense.
Exactly! This is why all of us fucking hate political correctness. Welcome to our world.
So, you look at somebody who's not of color, and you look at their experience in the military, but then they have lots of experience. They have lots of it. They've been in the force for hundreds of years. And not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But then you look at the man of color, raised on a military school. We'll hire you.
You're hitting the nail on the head right here. It's not said yet whether, essentially I used the race one as the most sort of like egregious example specifically because I remember that one from America being a bit of a problem. This one's for England though, and I'm not sure yet. This diversity one might be based on whether they're trans or not, or whether they're men and women. I don't know for sure yet, as we're only getting into like the top layer of the article. But you're hitting the nail on the head. Is because there's just not enough people of one group, you have to hire all of them, and you still don't meet your quota, and you're not hiring them based on their skill or or capability, but literally based on them being as of this group, and it's completely shit. The worst example, I'll find the video at some point and show you, right, that I ever saw on this is because we have to hire for diversity, was a firefighting training video, and it was this woman who was 4'11" maybe, fucking nothing of a muscleless bitch, for lack of a better term, and she had to try and kick this door open, and she fucking bounces off of it every single time, and that could be your dying grandma inside that house burning down that she can't kick the door in. This guy, no fucking training, comes over, 6'6", kicks down the door effortlessly. But we have to hire her because she is in the diverse group.
They hired a child. Am I wrong? They hired a kid.
Well, the thing is, some people are just as small as that, Francesca.
What?
You're 5 foot tall. Some girls are just that tiny.
Shut up.
I'm gonna regret that later, but I'm gonna regret that. I'm gonna enjoy being like teasing while I can. They said the service was attempting to hit impossible diversity targets. The defense sources accused Air Chief Marshal Sir Mike Wigston, the head of the RAF, of appearing willing to compromise UK security at the time of growing threats from Russia and China. Also, as well, I'll tell you something another time if you want, but Russia isn't that much of a threat if you just leave them the fuck alone and just let them get on with the whole Ukraine stuff. But no, we had to make them angry by trying to fucking stop them from fighting with Ukraine, and I'm fucking sorry, but that's a lot of fucking money that's going into this, and it's not making a difference, and oh my fucking god, now my car is really expensive to fill up with fuel. Maybe we could do something else, please.
No comment.
Important goals such as improving diversity and inclusion. That's not an important goal, because we've gone over this. One of the defence sources noted how General Sir Patrick Sanders, the head of the army, has likened today's...
Bernie Sanders.
I assume there's no relation. Has likened today's security challenges to those in build-up to Second World War, warning that the UK is facing its 1937 moment. I actually don't know that reference off the top of my head, which I'm going to find really fucking stupid, because it's probably something that is going to be really obvious, and I'm just sat here thinking, oh, I guess I'm an idiot type mindset. Then you look at the head of the RAF, and he's prepared to break the operational requirement for airstuff. See, that's the issue right there that I was explaining, literally in black and white. Then you look at the head of the RFA, and he's prepared to break operational requirement of the Air Force just to meet diversity targets, the sources said. In other words, oh, you need 20 years of training minimum in flying these planes? I mean, there's only about, say, 1 million people in all of the United Kingdom that have this experience, and only 100 of them are women or black. Therefore, you know what, fuck it. We're going to start having to hire some of these people with only 10, only 9, only 5 years of flying experience, just to fit that number up higher and higher and higher. Literally.
So they want... Wait, hold on. They want to get themselves killed?
Yeah, exactly. It's making the military weaker in black and white. Right there, Francesca. Fucking read this. Right there. Actually, you know what? Can I zoom in on this? Let's zoom in on this, right? I want to rub this left-wing political correctness right in your fucking face, so you can see how bad of a problem it is. Then you look at the head of the RAF, and he's prepared to break the operational requirement of the Air Force just to meet... What do you think of this? Right in your fucking face. Can I zoom in more for this? Just to show you how bad this is?
I see it. No, you heard what I said before on that statement. They want to get themselves killed.
Yeah, they fucking... This is going to get... It's a case of, like, whether it's like, oh, we need to increase diversity so that there's more women or more blacks or Asians or whatever in the military. This is literally going to get people killed. It's a case of, if they were racist, I mean, it would be kind of a clever tactic, because, oh, we'll get them... No one's fucking watching this episode, and so, fuck it, I'll go there. We need to... Because Bertie once fucking used this word on the podcast, so fuck it, here's a moment. we need to hire more of them niggers with only 2 years of experience flying aircraft to get them fucking killed. Because fuck them. Or, I'm angry with my wife. I hate women. Let's get those women with only 6-month flying experience just to get them shot down. It's like, this is stupid. It will get people killed. You were that was you were hit the nail on the head.
Oh, well, you got 30 minutes to entertain me.
Oh dear.
So yeah, you've heard what I thought about that.
Just reading through it, just reading through it. If there's anything of note to go over as well, to just they even admit it, that the Ministry of Defence would allow Britain's security to potentially be put at risk by the drive of so-called diversity. It's not only disgraceful, but it is dangerous. It's like, well, yeah, because it's a case of, I mean, if you want, this is a smart move if you want to make sure that we won't have diversity anymore once they're all dead. But in the meantime, that does leave everyone else less protected. And if there's just not enough people who just have 20 years, for example, of flying experience, train more people is the answer.
With experience.
Yeah. There is no pause in the Royal Air Force requirement and no new policy with regards to meeting in-year recruitment requirements, the spokesman said. Well, it's a case of, well, no, because I'm sorry, but you can't like talk about it for a whole article and then deny it at the end. Like, oh, no, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. It's like you realise you fucked up. That's what that is. You've realised. I feel like you're getting stressed before you leave the house as I'm doing this. Oh no.
I love you, darling, but come on.
Wokefulness or woefulness. Excessive governments have been challenging all three armed services, the Royal Air Force, the Army, and Royal Navy, for years to improve diversity statistics in what has traditionally been predominantly white male profession.
No. That just contradicts what was said above.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, there's no try to. We're not trying to throw out all these numbers, but as well, we need more of this group. It's like, well, which fucking is it?
Say more of this group with experience.
Yeah, it's like a case of, look, I've got no problem with, hypothetically, the military is just 100% women. If those women fucking know how to use a gun, that's the requirement right there. Is if those 100% women know how to use that gun better than the men and got hired based on, but they fucking don't. That's not what this is. That's not what they're doing. And one of the actual problems as well is, because of basically just reproductive organs, it's kind of difficult to actually like have women serve military purposes because of just different hygiene requirements. So you can train them, but it's then like the female soldiers actually need different hygiene requirements, which then everything's not sort of universalized, so it starts getting problems that way. And it's even fucking worse if you try and have trans soldiers, which I know you don't like Donald Trump yet, but Donald Trump banning trans people from being in the American military, if you think, oh well, tampons and washing down there, that's kind of a problem for if you're in a live battlefield, whereas as men you can just not wash for half a fucking year, and you'll look shit, but you won't have any health problems, right? You'll have absolutely nothing wrong with you. Do you want to fucking know how many health problems come from someone trying to fight in a desert if they literally have had a hole drilled through their crotch area to make a fake pussy? Or just had half their fucking leg grafted onto their crotch to make a fake dick?
They wouldn't survive long.
No, they
Or
wouldn't.
in fact, they'd be dead on the spot.
It's a case of, do you have any idea how hard it is to, like, when was the last time you went to the beach?
2 months ago?
You know how sand just gets everywhere? Desert sand is a lot finer, and gets everywhere even more.
Oh god, I didn't need that imagery.
Oh, no, it gets worse, right? Okay, swamps. Imagine fighting in a military in a swamp. All of the water is so dirty that if it gets in any part of your body, it's instantly infected, if you have a cut on your hand. I'm sure
That
you can...
makes
Imagine, you know how Vietnam was a thing, right? Imagine if there were trans soldiers in Vietnam, Francesca.
oh god.
Yeah, yeah. But Francesca, we need diversity.
You act like I heard a word you just said. Which I didn't.
I said while saying into the mic, we need diversity, because I thought it'd be funny the way I said it.
Diversity with experience.
And you know what? If you can get enough medical supplies to people, in theory, you can actually like bypass this issue. Keyword, in theory, right? It's just a case of that does make military use more expensive, and so yeah, maybe have the female soldiers kind of like what Japan did with the female samurai. With I don't know if you know about this, but basically they had male and female samurai warriors, and the men would go off and do the fighting. The women would be the ones back home, because when you get to the female warriors, you're already fucking worn out from fighting the men, and so you're an easier target effectively. You're not going to win every... It's a case of, like, there were a number of times where this didn't work, because the natural difference in strength between men and women, but it's better than throw the women on the front line and the men stay home, which is basically what this comes down to when you can look into it. Oh, and you don't know who Antifa is. Antifa stands for anti-fascist, but it's all in name only. They're actually kind of authoritarian and very fascist-like, but they've named themselves the good guys, therefore you know they're good people, and don't trust your lying eyes as we beat the shit out of this old person with baseball bats. We're the good people, I promise. Antifa once fought in Berkeley, and it was called the Battle for Berkeley, back when Donald Trump was in office. The reason why I bring this up, they kept on like talking about diversity constantly, and how they need to fight sexism, so they put their women on the front lines against people who called themselves the freedom fighters in the Battle of Berkeley, and the freedom fighters put their men on the front lines. Francesca, have you ever seen a live broadcasted video to YouTube of domestic abuse? That's what this was.
I feel like that's something I should never see.
No, it was hilarious. There was this one woman who posted on Twitter about how she's because everyone who disagrees with me must be a Nazi. I'm gonna go around to Berkeley. I'm gonna take this knife. I'm gonna cut off a bunch of Nazi scalps. I'm gonna be a hero. She runs up to this guy, right? She's maybe like 4'2" tall. This guy's like 6'6" with a knife in her hand, and he fucking punches her in the face, and all of her hair just sort of like launches forward, kind of like in a boxing match where you can just see the sweat with one punch be shaked off of someone's face, and this knife goes flying out of her hand, and she goes flying backwards from the momentum of the fist and just lands on the ground, just like, yeah, no, this doesn't work. Maybe you should have put these men on your front line instead.
Oh dear lord.
It was so brutal.
I can imagine.
She was fucking destroyed. And all of the Battle for Berkeley was like this. It was bad. I'm gonna send you Sargon of Akkad's breakdown of the Battle of Berkeley later, because he fucking broke it all down, and boom, just destroyed. Oh my god. We can actually find the ratio specifically, so we can. They've listed the percentages. The mod has announced its aims to increase ratio of female recruitments coming to the armed forces, so it is women who are going to get their faces fucking knocked off, like I just mentioned earlier, like in the Battle of Berkeley, into the armed forces in general to 30% by 2030, from currently being 12%. So they literally want double what it is now.
Oh no.
That's not... Yeah, yep, that's not going to end well. Considering how much time I've got left of you, I think we'll move on to the next article, but what are your thoughts, your closing thoughts on that one?
People are dumb. They don't look at. They only look at the color of a person's skin, and I hate that. And this is why I don't get into politics.
Or what they've got downstairs as well, because...
That too.
Oh,
This is why I just stay. This is why I just stay away from the news.
This is why I love the news, because I love laughing at stupid. So, this is a meme, but this is perfect, right? And who actually posted this into the thing, or did I just steal this from the Sultans or something else? Let me very quickly find out. It's not in memes.
It looks like you're just clicking on air.
Well, yeah, because it's like, you can see my mouse here. Oh, it was Shadow! Shadow's the one who posted this. Perfect, of course. Pure autism. So, from The Guardian, both of them. Guardian view on denying elections, it's what autocrats do. Donald Trump's suggestion that the 2020... Hello, Granddad. He wanted a pillow that was kept in this room. Donald Trump's suggestion that the 2020 US election could be crooked is a challenge to democracy itself. Followed by declaring the New Zealand election by declaring New Zealand's election. Francesca, you don't have dyslexia, do you?
I don't think I do. Why?
Could you help me with these large words here?
By delaying the New Zealand election, Jacinda Ardern appears magnanimous and no comment.
So basically, she did what Donald Trump was like. Okay, there's some fishy things going on with the US 2020 election. Can we delay this so we can look into it? She does the same thing, and she's magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
She's magnanimous, Francesca. We should.
So you didn't need my help with those big words, huh?
Well, once you told me what that word was, like now I know it in the future. But it's a case of right. So it's bad when Trump does it, but it's okay when she does it. Why? Because the news hates Trump every fucking time. It's either good when someone does it, or it's bad. Make up your mind. Make up your fucking mind. Ooh.
Lordy.
Ooh, that one's the last link there. So it's actually. Oh no, I know what that one's about. Oh, Francesca, this is why guns are a good thing. I know what this one is. Mum in shower, that's the correct way to pronounce it, when her kids start screaming about intruder, she grabs her gun, faces him down, and fatally shoots him when he won't stop advancing. So, Francesca, let's paint the scenario. I'm at the house, at work, we're both in our 30s, you're looking after the kids, and someone breaks into the house, you can hear the kids screaming downstairs, and let's say he's bigger than me, he's like 6'7", and you have a fucking revolver. Do you not think guns are good in that situation?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why guns are a good thing, right? A Milwaukee mother said she fatally shot a man who broke into her home Monday morning, and that she did so in order to defend herself and her 2 children. And I'm just going to say this right now. If there's any complaints at any point, because I can fucking picture it now, if he ends up being black, the media will say how it's racist, it's horrible that he died. Oh, boo-hoo, it's a case of he could have just not advanced towards her. That's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
The mother, who asked not to be identified, told WTMJ, she was in the shower when she heard her 12-year-old and 14-year-old children screaming from the living room. She told the station she then raced out of the bathroom, raced to the bedroom, grabbed the gun, ran into the hallway and faced down the intruder. It all happened so fast, an adrenaline rush, the mother told the news network. She said her 2 pit dogs were attacking the man, and she shot him multiple times because he wasn't stopping. Well, he wasn't stopping because adrenaline rush. An actual thing, you'd be surprised how long you can actually survive, like, dying of blood loss. In video games, you've probably seen in video games, oh, I hit him with this axe and he just drops dead instantly. It's like, no, that's not how that works at all. Oh, I've cut off your arm and you're going to die of blood loss. Yeah, in 5 minutes. You can do a lot of damage in that time. It's like, sure, the last minute and a half, I literally will be so weak that I can't stand, but that first minute, that first 2 minutes, I can do a lot of damage to you. That's the issue right there. Intruder was acting erratically and appeared to be in his late 30s. Police were identified the man. They arrested the mother, but released her several hours later after questioning.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as soon as I started reading the first part, I was like, what? What?
Well, obviously, when you shoot somebody, you're gonna get arrested.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like, if I shoot someone who's broken into my house, was attacking my family, and I shot in self-defense, that's where I was just thinking that's a bit weird.
Yeah, you gotta read the whole article before you make assumptions.
Granted. Well done. Never do the thing which some people do, Francesca, where they just read the title and then they just leave it at that. Because also as well, what some law writers do in America is they'll write something like the Not Killing Puppies Act. And, oh, that sounds really nice, right? You wouldn't vote against the Not Killing Puppies Act. You love puppies, right? And then you read into it, and it's actually a story about how you should essentially be grooming kids into doing very, very naughty, illegal things. And it's like, no. It's like, just because you've named yourself good does not make it good. You never read just the title, you gotta read the whole thing. Very good. She did what any mother would do. Community activists helped clean up the house after authorities removed the body. The station said Roman backed up the mother's actions. Oh, cool. She's, what's it called? Always good to see based black women, right? Okay. Own the gun, be responsible with the family, and I say this because just Detroit, it's very stereotypical that it's a shit show and needs some kind of repair. And so I'm happy to see things like good examples basically from that kind of thing. She was scared. What was that?
No, sorry, yawning, tired, didn't get enough sleep. Anyway.
In today's day and age, with mental health and everything else that's taking place in the world, I mean, you better protect yourself. To be honest, you have to. Agreed. There is nothing to be gained from being weak. You should always just be strong. Wait, is this a...
New at 5 in Milwaukee, mom says she did what she had to do to protect
this is
her
literally a
kids,
video about
shooting a man to stop a home invasion.
That man died this morning at a house near 28th and McKinley. Police are not releasing details about what led to the gunfire.
But the woman who pulled the trigger did talk to our Bruce Harrison about what happened. Bruce.
But you gotta listen to the whole thing.
Steve, Carol, this is truly a terrifying story, especially if you're a parent. The mother tells me that she did not hesitate to act, knowing that her children were in the living room with the intruder. Showering up for work, a routine morning shockingly disrupted. A mother on this block says she heard the screams of her children and a strange man. I spoke directly with the mother, who asked we not share her name, face, or even voice for fear of retaliation. Dripping wet, she says she ran to her bedroom, grabbed her gun, and faced down the intruder. She says the man charged, undeterred by her dogs, and she shot him in self-defense. Community activist Bushra Rahman helped clean up the home after authorities removed the body.
She was scared because her children were there with her, so she did what any mother would do. She defended her children. And
police have not identified the man. They arrested the mother and then released her several hours later after questioning. Police have now referred the shooting to the district attorney's office.
in today's day and age with mental health and everything else that's taking place in the world.
Completely agreeable, did nothing wrong, like Aaron Yeager. Moving on. Oh no, this is going to be so stupid. I know what this one is, right?
This is probably going to be the last one, cause oh no!
No, I actually have seen a report about this. I know what this is, right? And
this is the last one.
I understand, and then I'm on my own. But California to ban sale of new gasoline cars, right? You might think, oh, that doesn't sound bad. We've got to protect the environment. But what if I told you that electric cars take too much electricity, so they're banning the charging of electric cars as well? Because
them. Punk's joke then.
The answer is fuck you.
Of course that's the answer. Why wouldn't it be the answer?
The answer, like, you're not allowed to have petrol cars, you're not allowed to buy them, you're not allowed to make them, you're not allowed to sell them. But we need to conserve electricity, so we can't. We have to have everything be on smart meters. Oh, there's not enough power in the city. Sorry, I guess we'll have to divert power away from your car and not charge your car at all. Sorry about that. So I guess just fuck you. You don't get your job. You don't get nothing. That's what this is, and it's. I just wanted to hear your reaction to that one.
Clearly.
Canadian veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury was offered euthanasia when he called Veteran Affairs Canadian hotline for help as Canadian government orders full and thorough investigation into case. Oh, I remember this. This was done on the load seaters this week. So, I'm having to rush, because you're the only one here, right? And no one else, because it's been so long, I don't think anyone else has joined. The Canadian, health system is kind of like Britain, and there's not enough stuff to go around, so they've decided the way to fix it is, what if we just try to encourage people to kill themselves?
No!
Then when there's less people, there's more money to go around for the people who are left. Also, if you don't know what euthanasia is death.
I know.
It's literally a case of, oh, you're depressed? Why don't you fucking jump off a bridge, you fucking retard?
On that note, I'm get going.
I'll do the rest by myself. She's abandoning me.
Yeah.
Love you though, sweetheart.
Love you. We've gotta talk when you're done.
We've got to talk. Did I do something wrong?
I'll tell you when you're done.
Oh
Bye.
No, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna turn this podcast into a 20-hour-long podcast now, just to avoid it. No, I'm kidding. Love you, sweetie. She's still there? Oh, I think, yeah, she's already left. Damn! I'm alone again. She'd already left. Alright. Well, now that she's gone, I guess I can read in more detail. Because, as I mentioned before, we do not want to just read the title and assume that we know everything. And this one isn't just the title. We can actually scroll down. I just saw a Facebook message. I know what this is about now. And in that case then, I'll keep reading. Canadians' federal government has ordered a full investigation after a Veterans Affairs Canadian employee encouraged a veteran to undergo assisted suicide when he called for help. Yeah, this is bad. This is completely fucking bad. Canadian Forces veteran was seeking treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury, and he casually offered medical assistance by dying in July. Oh, you're having trouble adjusting back to normal non-military life? Why don't you just jump off the building? Or just lethal injection? It's like, oh my god, this is... Can I fit? And here's the question. You guys, where is it? I'll give you a minute. You'll see what I'm doing. For anyone who watches this later. Move this over here so then it works out better. I have this fucking chat in this Discord that we use to talk to each other, called The Ego Death of Culture, right? And let me open this. Do you guys think, anyone who watches this later, that this shit right here fits into the ego death of culture? I'm not entirely sure it does, but I'm pretty sure it fits. I'm pretty sure it fits into this name right here, because this is just absolutely crazy. Also, Bezic, it again, if you're watching this, and my old account that I made the other week, if I see you having an Ego Death of Culture channel, I'll fucking know. I'll know you copied this off me. Alright, back to this. I think it fits in there. Other people will probably think I'm crazy. Wait. That's where we were. In crazy shithole land. A VAC employee reportedly brought up unprompted in the conversation with the veteran, who was deeply disturbed by the suggestion. So, okay, so even when he's full of depression, he's just there, so I don't want to die, what the fuck is this? Sources close to the military told Global News Canada that he and his family were disgusted by the conversation and felt betrayed. Yeah, I fucking do. Like, I'm not even related to this person, and I feel bad about it. Good lord. He had reportedly been seeking to recover from injuries that he suffered in the line of duty, and unprompted med officer had been harmful to his progress. Now, when it says injuries, is that referring to, like, say he's missing his right hand? Is what I'm trying to wonder here, or does he literally have something that's... I know post-traumatic stress disorder does actually affect the brain. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. What I'm asking is, does he literally have something wrong? Because certain brain injuries can actually slowly be healed over time. Again, certain, I want to be very clear with my wording here, by getting good rest and shit. And, again, not all of them, but it's like a healthier attitude, basically healthier brain, healthier lifestyle, healthier brain type mentality. Hey, if you stay up till... If you don't go to bed until midnight and you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every single fucking day, no rest, you just take cocaine and coffee all day to make sure your body can't actually rest, and you're also taking, like, heroin, you're gonna rot your fucking brain to shit. But if you have 8 hours of sleep, 3 meals, you know, that shit's gonna be, that's gonna keep your brain nice and healthier, and you're probably not gonna have dementia or Alzheimer's in the future. Probably. Don't quote me on this. A Canadian Forces veteran was asking for help with his post-traumatic stress disorder and other issues, deeply disturbed when he was offered medical assistance in dying by Veteran Affairs Canada worker. Stock image, so that's not him. Full full and through investigation. Good. I wish they didn't use stock images, because again, I actually want to know what's up with this guy. Like, is he literally missing parts of his skull, or is it that he's missing an arm? Is one of the things I want to know. Because one of these is literally worse than the other, and requires significantly better treatment than the other. Well, not necessarily better, but different, because technically the only way to recover from a missing arm, in theory, is to literally have a new one grafted on, or a new one grown, in theory, or potentially, if we get to that level of technology, built. But beside the point. I'm getting a bit distracted with that. Oh, I just noticed, because I've got the stream running on my iPad as well. Hi, there's now 3 people watching. You guys are a bit behind as well, because I'm running down on this, reading this, as we're getting to about the point on my iPad stream where Francesca left. So that's kind of how much further behind you guys are. A spokesman confirmed that all the frontline staff at VAC are to be given formal training, direction and advice on how to approach issues surrounding MAID. The veteran, who has not been identified, claims the service agent they spoke to brought up the operation repeatedly even after he asked them to stop. Oh my fucking god, that's even worse. Oh, that's worse. Oh my fuck. It's just there, it's please, I want to live. I just want the pain to stop. I want to return to a normal life and just have a job. It's like, yes, but have you considered killing yourself? Please stop bringing this up. I've asked you 10 times. I just want to know what's wrong with my eyes. I can't see things the way I used to. Yes, but did you know that we could give you medical assisted suicide? It's like, Jesus Christ, this is fucked up. This is completely fucked. Hang on. Where is it? I'm just going to screenshot this and send it to the Now That's Fucked Up channel. Print screen. And move that over there so I can see this better. So I just want anyone who like sees this in the future to just be there. It's like, yeah, this is completely fucking fucked. What the fuck is this? Also, Shadow, if ever you see this, what you posted in Now That's Fucked Up is completely stupid. Now That's Fucked Up should be stuff that could get you, like, possibly arrested for being seen, or is, like, gory and disgusting, and isn't YouTube or child friendly. This shit, I'm gonna play it right now, because even if, like, a fucking 5-year-old saw this video, I don't think we'd get in trouble for that. We've done other shit, I've said other stuff in this podcast that I'd get in trouble for, but this... That's fine. That's fine. I don't see us getting in trouble for that. That shouldn't be in the Now That's Fucked Up channel. That should just be in the Animals channel. We have an Animals channel for a reason. Do we have an Animals channel for a reason? Do we? Someone please join Harry so he's not talking to himself. Francesca, I see that in the comments. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to anyone and everyone who watches this. Which includes you. Or is she doing the tomboy attitude of, get someone in here so it's not just the loser by himself? That's... Oh dear. It gets so much worse. He also said the service agent told him the call about having helped another veteran access made through VAC included supporting that person's children. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it gets worse. Oh. oh, I talked someone else into killing themselves, and then I started to look after their kids. Don't you want this for your children as well? It's like, no. It just gets worse, and it gets worse. I'm glad for this. I'm glad for this guy just standing up for himself and reporting this shit. The servant agent repeatedly said, better than blowing his brains out all over the wall or driving his car into something when discussing the separate case. It's like, oh my fucking god. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all fine. It's not painful. It's all okay to die. This is fucking nihilism right here. This is. I'm genuinely feeling ill as I do this now. I'm genuinely feeling fucking ill. I'm feeling fucking ill as I go over this. Right. Where were we? I just get more and more ill and just. Oh dear. Veteran Affairs Minister Lawyer Ackman. Ackman. We'll just call him Ackman because fuck him. I don't care. Has now directed his deputy minister to undertake a full and thorough investigation into this matter. The VAC say they do not record phone conversations in order to protect privacy, and they had not been able to collaborate the allegations made by the veteran. Ah, how convenient. How fucking convenient is this? Oh, there's no evidence. Oops. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, how fucking convenient. That's bad. That's really grim. I had this joke with some people who I talked to about politics on a Facebook group chat that this new student at martial arts is going to give me a burning fucking hatred for anime, and that group chat is going to give me alcoholism. I changed my mind. This is going to give me alcoholism. This right here. Moving on. Oh, God, I'm going to have to zoom in on this just to see all of it. That's right. Whoever made this meme, if they ever watch this, I have a suggestion for you. My suggestion is the following. Don't do this. You know the whole meme about leftists can't meme, and it's just one guy who, the Giga Chad, he just looks at them and says, I'm not reading all that. And then it's just the leftist with a really smug Wojak just being there like, just a fucking wall of text. That's what this is right now. And yes, I can fucking read this, but don't make a fucking wall of text, please. Biden abolishes office of president in the name of self. Oh, I get it. Okay. So, someone's made a meme about the Babylon Bee with Biden essentially making. Why would they deliberately make him look like a fucking movie dictator villain or literally look like Hitler? I know that there has been someone who made a literal side-to-side comparison by what Hitler looked like in his speeches and what Biden looks like in this speech that he did, basically saying that all Trump supporters are the problem and they need to get in line. Or else. But, yeah, you can really fucking see it. Like, this is the exact, like, fucking Hitler look. Everyone on Twitter, it's still, I think it's still trending, isn't it? Where they say, that he's pedo Hitler. Isn't that still trending right now? I think it is. Someone do correct me if I'm wrong. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be another article that's gonna give me alcoholism. To keep her memory alive, I'm working on uploading the entire collection of my late daughter to my OnlyFans. There will be no modeling pics of her solo topless selfie with her and I. Topless selfies. And with her and my other daughter, who is now retired. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh god. Jesus Christ. I'm half tempted to load up my alt account of on Discord just to see. This had better be in fucking non-swatch. How old is she? Hang on, how old is this? That's the thing. Late daughter. Define late daughter. Let's get on the fucking Googles on the iPad. Was this in non-swatch on the Sultans? Let's find out. Here's where we find out how slow I am at writing and typing. Daughter name. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I could just type in the fucking name of the daughter. Why am I being such a retard? How old is it? How old is this? Because this just feels. I just need to make sure, because I've seen some trashy shit in my life. How trashy is this? You now have a virus. No, I don't, because I'm leaving this website. You now have 2 viruses. Okay. All right. I guess we don't get to. Oh, wait, no. Actually, hang on. I can just do this. Load Google. Separate tab. Oh my fucking god, this. No, I don't want the Amazon website, you fucking twat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I've just seen one website that says that she was 10 years old, which I really hope this isn't true. What? Oh my god, oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no. Please tell me that's fucking fake. Oh no. 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 Oh no. No, one website says that she's 10. Oh. Oh, she died. That. I don't know. I don't want to know what she died of. Oh no. Oh my fucking god, no. I hate it. Kill me fucking now. Right, moving on to the next one. Yep, there's the Hitler Biden image. I can't remember why that's even there. Jesus fucking Christ. Women. This had better be one I'm not paying for again. Women disapprove of toplessness more than men, study shows. I fucking wonder why. I can't fucking get into it, so I'm just gonna have to leave that there. Vegan mum gets life in prison for starvation death of... Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Right, the reason why I'm bringing this up, if you want to make a choice for your dietary requirements, you can do. Especially if you're old enough to face the consequences. However, there are some people who like the idea of having a vegan cat or a vegan dog, And the problem is although the human body can withstand certain things, especially if you take supplements to overcome certain downsides and certain negative effects of a certain dietary choice, a cat or a dog doesn't fucking know what a supplement is and can't do that. Because they fundamentally do not have the same level of intelligence. And vegans go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about how the science of humans aren't meant to eat meat, except, oh, don't look at the fact that humans have dedicated fucking cells specifically for breaking down plant matter, fiber, carbohydrates, or meat proteins. Ignore that part, the meat protein part. The rest of them exist, just not this one. Ignore the fact that humans have canine teeth and all that shit. And ignore the fact that some people can literally eat nothing but meat all their life and not fucking die. And actually are some of the healthiest people on the planet. Ignore all of it. All of it. Because if you, also, just eat nothing but vegetables and nothing else and you'll be fine. For about a month. Before the negative effects happen. Now, apply this not to an adult, but apply this instead to someone whose body is still developing. A child. Kids can't withstand the kind of same strain on the body as adults can. This fucking vegan mum cared more about veganism than how much she loved her own fucking child. Think about that as we look into these cold fucking dead eyes. Okay. Bitch O'Leslie reacts during trial. June 22nd, 2022. At the Lee County Clerk of Court in Fort Mary's, Flay, the mother who followed strict vegan diet, faces sentencing for the malnutrition death of her, oh my fucking god, this gets worse because of the age, 18-month-old son. It's like, look, if she had veganism while she was pregnant, the baby probably wouldn't have come out that fat, because babies usually come out of the mother with a bit of chubbiness on them, a bit of chubbiness here and there. Unless the mother is vegan and they can't put on any body weight because you kind of need animal fats in your system, but not too much because you actually start having problems when you've got too much animal fats in you. But if your baby doesn't put on any fucking weight at all, you're going to start having problems, and that's not Francesca. Stop fucking ringing me. The obsessive ex has returned. Jesus Christ, that's annoying. Gonna have to firebomb her car or some shit, I don't know. Just leave me alone. She was convicted in June of first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, aggravated manslaughter, child abuse, and 2 counts of child neglect. Yes, because of course she's given all these things for child neglect. Look, I'm fucking sorry for anyone who's a vegan, but the human body literally isn't designed to take this. The human body literally needs more than vegetables. It literally fucking needs it. And so, if you don't give a child fucking meats and protein or dairy, their body just fucking doesn't put on enough weight and they fucking die. She learns her fate from Judge Monday, 8th of August afternoon in Lee Court, Florida. Oh god. Fuck her, she deserves to rot. She deserves to fucking rot. Alright. Okay. On to something a bit more fun. predator hunters caught a trans-identified paedophile red-handed with intent to molest 3 children, including a baby. Now, specifically, I said we're on to something more fun. The fun part is that he was caught. Not red-handed. That's kind of bad, because you want to catch them before they're red-handed, because that implies they caught him literally in the middle of the act, but they caught him. Now, I know Think Positive, if he watches this episode, he's going to tell me that this is a ineffective idea, but what we need to do is we need to shove this guy into the wood chipper. The slow wood chipper, because the joke is wood chippers would be painful to be killed in. I can see Francesca's still watching, so yeah, I just explained that one for her. She might not have heard the wood chipper joke before, you see. Okay. Berkeley police allowed the suspect to walk away from the sting and have yet to press charges. Of fucking course it's Berkeley. The mayor of Berkeley, an Antifa member who likes the nonce people, who likes the trans paedophile people. Of fucking course it's Berkeley. Of fucking course. Let's play the video.
What are you doing?
Cameras are for your safety, okay? I got your messages here that I need to talk to you about, okay?
Here we go.
Yeah, I do.
Have a drink.
All we want to do is have a conversation, okay?
Renamed dude, you need to move out of Florida before I nuke it.
Look, I think we both understand the implication of these messages, okay? All we want to do is just have a talk.
We're done here.
This is to a 9, a 6, and a 1-year-old.
We're done here. Good night. Excuse me. What are you doing?
She's here to meet a 9, a 6, and a 1-year-old for sex.
Hang on. Let me get this straight. Imagine for a moment, you watching this video, this podcast. Imagine for a moment you are this paedophile. Just humour me, right? Let's play a game. You're on the internet, because this is how this is playing off. They were messaging kids on the internet to try to find victims. You're messaging these kids, and you don't think it's a red flag, and something suspicious is going on, when one of the kids that you get messages from and that you're messaging is 1 year old and can read and can respond. Now, I know the excuse these people often give is that, oh, kids are so much smarter than adults realize. They can make their own decisions, they can consent to... But you seriously don't see that as a red flag? Well, this is fucking retarded. Bystanders attempted to protect the suspect, believing the predator hunters to be harassing an innocent trans person. There are no innocent trans people in California. I'm fucking sorry, but recently renamed, whatever the fuck he's renamed his Discord to this time, dude, get out of California, because I fucking swear, I'm gonna make Francesca become the first female president, not Hillary Clinton, and I'm gonna fucking make Francesca nuke California. Get out of California before that place gets nuked. Because while she's the one who's officially the president, I'm gonna be the one running the country, and California's getting so fucking nuked, I'm gonna wipe it off the map, so there's no more of this fucking degeneracy fucking left. There's gonna be no California left by the time I'm done with it. If there's still people left alive in California, I'll send a fucking second nuke. Right? We'll keep nuking it until magma is showing. Like the fucking magma under the crust of the earth. When that's showing, I'll stop firing the nukes. I will fucking destroy the entire ecological system of the earth to remove the fucking degeneracy of California and this shit right here, as the whole ecological system of the planet is burned in holy fire, just to get rid of that shit. And someone's probably just watching this thinking, Jesus Christ, Harry, tell us how you really feel about the the groomers in California. It's like, oh, I hate them. I fucking hate their guts. They need to die horribly, painfully, and slowly. Oh, God.
She sent child to the little kids. You go ahead and do it.
Please leave me alone. Stop.
I'd rather just talk about this in private. Well, look, when stuff is said like, when stuff is said the 1-year-old can learn how to get touched, the 1-year-old.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, this is why they need to die.
Can do things that need to be addressed. And we also have you sending child to little kids.
Child, what?
I mean,
let me turn this up so I can hear that better.
And we also have you sending child to little kids.
Oh, it's censored, but that definitely was a P at the beginning of that, so that has to be child porn that's being said. Listen to that again, chat.
And we also have you sending child to little kids.
You can hear the first part of the word the word there, the first part of the P.
Well, if
These guys come up with cameras and start harassing you, okay?
That's not what happened.
Okay.
So basically.
Do you know them?
No.
Okay, so why are you?
Well, I do know who she is. So this individual here was attempting to meet a 6.
Let's read. Now, dyslexia time, I need to pause that to read it fast enough. The predator hunter attempts to tell the police about what the suspect had sent to the decoy and shows multiple officers' evidence, including child sexual assault materials that had been shared. Jesus Christ. Why don't you shoot them right there on the spot? What? Why would you just be there and say, oh, it's okay for you to just leave? It's all alright, you can leave now. I mean, I've seen this evidence of you being a dirty, dirty, horrible person, but hey, you can just leave. You committed all these crimes. Go ahead, you can go now. All is good. What the fuck was that noise? Grandad, you okay? He's fine. He's all fine. He's all fine! We can continue with the ending of this shit show because no one else fucking turned up. Alright. Well, at least my fucking girlfriend turned up. But you know, it is what it is.
Are you sure this is the individual?
You're gonna pick the picture?
Oh, it's pretty hard to not see. Same mask too and everything, and
okay.
And she literally sent this photo a little bit ago here.
But police let the suspect leave without any charges.
Wow.
I hate all of it.
So,
Okay. Can you just stop killing these people, please? And then there are kids right there on the park. Sort of. Kinda. I wasn't really paying attention to know if they were really kids. Why is it so blue? Oh my god, that was getting annoying to my eyes. Redux spoke to Rex Rowland, the predator hunter in the video, to get all the disturbing details of what happened during the sting. Rowland said Berkeley police expressed frustration with him when he misgendered the suspect. It's like, oh, you didn't call this suspect a woman. I don't fucking care. Fuck off, they're not a woman. Trans pedophile still free after attempting to meet child. Baby for safety. Security police allow a suspected pedophile to walk away from a sting conducted by a predator hunter despite being shown evidence. Oh my fucking... Is there actually an article about this? Oh, it is. Bigger article. How in depth does this go? This is from what news entry? Oh, okay. Oh my fucking, what the fuck is with that? My eyes, that is not nice on the eyes. Feminist news and opinion. Yeah, feminist news, why am I not surprised it's so shit? Okay, I need to make an account just to message them to turn that off because fuck me, that's awful to the eyes. Okay, let me read. I need to go on Twitter before I read this. They're gonna get their due. Why do they have the fucking feminist symbol? That's ridiculous. Editor by day, woman of by night, pro-reality, anti-propaganda. Alright, sure, whatever you say. Feminist, anti-racist, working class. Okay. Alright, this is all shit. These profiles are completely fucking shit. There's also a woman yelling into what the shut the fuck up. Alright. Let's actually read this if it goes anywhere or if it does not. Berkeley police allowed a suspect pedophile to walk away during conducted by a predator hunter shown that they've been expressing interest in molesting multiple children, including an infant. Oh my fucking god. Like, you can tell by the jawline, and they're trying to cover the neck because of the Adam's apple, but I'm not calling this a fucking woman. Oh, but they have tits because they've been injecting estrogen into the... I don't care! On August 20th, why is it literally 10 days before my previous birthday, Jesus Christ? Anti-pedophile vigilant group Predator Poachers rather, uploaded footage of a sting they conducted in Berkeley, California to YouTube involving a trans-identified male who has been purportedly seeking to meet a 9-year-old for the purpose of sexually abusing her. Oh my god. The girl was in fact a decoy established by the group as part of a month-long investigation into the man who went by the name Sophia Westfall. I don't know their fucking original name, their quote-unquote dead name. We'll just call them Sam. No, that can actually be a girl's name as well. Give me a minute. What is a male name beginning with S? Stephen. Yeah, Stephen, actually. We'll call them Stephen. Alright, so. Stephen Westfall. That is now their name that I'm going to refer to them as. Because, fuck it. Fuck it, you don't get to be called a woman. No. No. I'm not giving you the name Sophia. You're getting called Sam. Sorry, Stephen. Speaking to Roxland, Predator Hunter Alex Based says Westfall Stephen first conducted the decoy's Instagram account in April and soon began interacting sexual conversations with the child. Roslin in full-time pedophile vigilant, and he and his small team have traveled across the United States conducting stings on predators since 2019. Based, ample evidence is gathered prior to confrontation, and police have been called. Roslin told Redux that the sting uploaded on the 20th had actually been conducted on June 7th, alright, 2 months earlier, at least it's not on my birthday month, when he and his team were in California. Oh, imagine the pain of being in California. Stephen was one of the reasons we were in California but we actually had multiple suspects in the state. He explained nothing that Stephen had done had picked up by 2 different decoys on 2 different platforms, the Instagram and Telegram. Rosalind says both decoy accounts had been populated by using algorithm and AI generated photos. Right. Alright, okay. I don't like the idea of using AI to do shit like make images to attract people of this nature, but alright. If it's for hunting down the pedos, then we can butcher them alive while they scream. I'll make an exception. Rosalind provided Redlux a number of screenshots belonging to conversations that Stephen Westfall had with the decoy. Stephen Westfall tells the girl that he masturbates to thoughts about her and suggests a number of ways he wants to molest her. See, this is why we use spoons, to gouge out people's fucking eyes. I'm thinking of other things too, but maybe tickles too. Yeah, tickles, that does say tickles. Yeah, spoons are an effective way to get rid of eyes. That's my take on this. Westfall wrote in one message, kisses and touches all over, kisses between... She's 9. This decoy is 9. Fucking hell. Oh god. Disturbingly, Stephen Westfall suggested that he wanted to sexually abuse the girl's 6-year-old sister, saying, well, you know I love young girls. I'm just excited thinking about how fun it could be to play in bed with both of you. It's like, oh, good god, what the fuck is this? The decoy then advised Stephen Westfall she also had a 1-year-old sibling, stating she's probably too young, to which Stephen replied, that doesn't bother me. Never too young to start learning? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god. She's only 1? That doesn't bother... Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is just wrong. Oh my fucking god. And the police let this guy go? The police let this go? Oh my god. What the fuck? While Stephen... Oh my god, I can't believe the police let them leave. Oh... I might have to stare at the sun for several hours to go blind. Levels of pain. While Stephen would ultimately establish a meetup with the decoy, purporting to be a 9-year-old, he also communicated with a separate one of Rosalind's decoys on encrypted chat service Telegram that the decoy also intended to be a 9-year-old. He sent some very illegal stuff to our decoy Telegram. Rosalind says nothing that it included extreme child being... Oh no, oh what the fuck. Westfall also suggested that the 9-year-old decoy is how to... What the fuck am I fucking reading? Oh my god. I'd have fucking... Like, Zen-chan, right? Zen-chan, he said he wants to move to America, right? The reason why I'm bringing this up, he said he wants to move to America and be a police officer. Zen-chan, if you ever let someone go after, like, you've been given the evidence that he's done shit like this, I'll fucking shoot you myself. You better fucking shoot him on the spot, right in the fucking head, and remove that trans thing from the earth. Or so fucking help me. I'll fucking shoot you myself. And then the suspect. Jesus fucking Christ. Some people like stroking a hand. Oh my, I'm not reading this generously. I'm gonna have to read a lot of the Bible after this. The filmed conversation took place at Strawberry Creek Park in Berkeley, where Westfall thought he would be meeting a 9-year-old and had been interacting with on Instagram. How long does this go on for? Oh my god. In the dramatic video Rosalind uploaded to YouTube on the 20th, Westfall is seen wearing a knee-high boots, a skirt, pink top and hat littered with trans pride flag button. He immediately attempts to walk away from Rosalind when he is confronted and is even defended by unknown locals in the park who believe he is in need of assistance. Burn it all the fuck down. Burn it all down. Like, the fact that there are locals who just say, like, oh, could you stop harassing this person? Like, you're the reason that California needs to die. That needs to be nuked. Westfall continuously says, leave me alone and I don't want to talk to you, while hiding his face behind a medical mask. He refuses to answer any of Rosalind's questions and even paces across the park repeatedly. At one point, the police show up. Oh shit! Okay. Rosalind had been harassing an innocent individual. This is nothing to do with innocence. This is Anglo Jones once essentially said that we don't live in clown world, we live in demon world. Yes, this is what demons do. Rosalind is seen trying to show police a bunch of evidence and explains to multiple officers that his investigation had uncovered what his investigation had uncovered. But disturbingly, police did not detain Stephen and allow him to leave the park, which is full of children, without resistance. We need vigilantism time. I'm telling you that if the police won't protect you, it's vigilante time. Based on what we showed them, it should have been instant arrest, especially with the lewd images he sent. I have never had a predator who was trying to molest a 1-year-old, and unfortunately, they have been a few that was not arrested on the spot. Rosalind says police said they needed to gather more evidence and check the direct. What do you mean you need more? He's literally giving you screenshots of the. What do you mean you need more? Fucking God. And check with the district attorney. But a place like Berkeley, like New York, they are known for not locking up criminals. Again, Francesca, I assume you're one of the people who's watching this. We are not living in a fucking big city like this. Predator poachers Rosalind's team of anti-pedophile vigilantes says they had calculated for poor police response due to the location of the sting, but they had still been confident an arrest was going to be made because the evidence was damning. I was well aware that I was doing this catch in Berkeley, and I knew what that meant for cop response, but I thought even then, this is too bad that cops are going to make an arrest. You were fucking wrong. It's not that bad to them, apparently. Well, with that, I'm just getting more and more pissed off the more I look at this. Let's just go through this as quickly as possible. Then go on whatever the fuck this is. And then just get this over with. Well, can I actually increase the size of that? No, I can't. Alright, that's entirely... That is the most haram thing I've ever seen in the world. Grenade stops rape of 5-year-old girl, punches attacker, police say. Was charged with the rape of child, indecent assault, unlawful contact with minor, corruption of minors, and indecent exposure. Graphic warning. This story discusses alleged crimes against children. Grandfather of 5-year-old punches his daughter's fiancé after discovering him molesting the child, according to police. What the fuck? Okay, this is one hell of a fucked up situation. The grandfather walked past his granddaughter's bedroom on August and saw her sitting on the lap, which he thought was weird, though thinking nothing of it more in court discusses. When he noticed the girl's bedroom remained too quiet, he returned to investigate and discovered in the corner of the room, between the bed and the crib, exposing himself to the 5-year-old girl, who was also had her... Oh my god. So, the granddad just punches this guy in the face. Good on him. The granddad did nothing wrong. Absolutely fucking nothing wrong. Right. Okay.